So welcome everyone. Danny here with Nationwide Cruises, and I am so honored to have Sarah from Azamara Club or Azamara Cruises with us. I almost said Azamara Club Cruises, the old name. She's been on board ships for many years and worked in different areas of cruise lines for many years. So I think she knows ships on board and she knows ships port side as well. Sorry about the little bit of delay there with getting this started today, but welcome. And I just want to turn this over to Sarah right now and let her tell us about all the great things about Azamara, all the changes, and just everything Azamara. So the show is now yours, Azamara. Is yours, Sarah. Go for it.
Yay, thank you so much. That was a fantastic introduction. So I feel like my next slide is very irrelevant because you just gave me one. But welcome everyone. This is Azamara Cruises, and we are so excited to be able to offer immersive itineraries and destinations at an entry luxury feel. We completed just now our world cruise of 2024, and there's many more exciting things that we have in store. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of dive right in and let you know what we really all are about and give you a sneak peek of what our ships look like as well. So that's me, and let's go ahead and watch our brand video.
Push beyond the obvious, and perspective is open to change. When you see parts unknown in ports less known, unwind, stay the night, and just slow down. Wander, but never wonder what a place is really like. The difference is night and day. Azamara, change the way you see.
And that is really what we are known for, to change the way you see a destination. We're not just here to take you to a destination. We're here to immerse you into the destination. We want you to see it all and do it all and buy it all and experience it all. Azamara has been and still is to this day the pioneers of having the most overnights, the most late nights, and the most extended destination days compared to any other cruise brand out there. Our guests are in port longer than are on our beautiful ships, and that's okay because that's what we are known for, is having our guests experience the most out of every destination that we go to. Now, we have 4 beautiful small ships. We're 700 people on board, so we're small vessels, ocean liners, and we can actually get you down the river channels as well, which is very exciting. Immerse itineraries and destinations, specialty voyages, and country intensive, meaning Africa intensive, Japan intensive, Scotland, Iceland intensive, all these intensive voyages. And we're getting you into these nitty-gritty ports that other large cruise lines can't go to. And then, of course, our world voyages, where we take you all around the world on a 6-month journey with us. Now, at Azamara, you are always going to have a variety of dining venues. Now, as Danny mentioned earlier, I used to work on cruise lines. I used to work for Princess and Celebrity, and I was concessionaires partners with Royal Caribbean and Disney. So I'm so used to having these large, massive monster vessels. But here, we're small and we're quaint. But once you get on board, it doesn't feel small because, one, you're not surrounded by thousands of people. And 2, like there's space for you to wander and do what you please. So we have multiple dining venues on board, which surprised me. We have 5 dining venues and room service. We have drinks included all day, every day. So that's your wine and your coffees, because we know how important that is. That's spirits, that's your regular sodas or juices. All of that's included for you. Tips and gratuities included. Cultural events, which Azamara prides itself on. Every cruise, we have 2 different events that is exclusive to us. And then unlimited self-service laundry. Now, don't laugh at that one because I know a lot of people scratch their heads at that, and I did too at first. But when you're doing these longer voyages of 15 days, 18 days, 155 nights with us. I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't pack 155 pairs of underwear. So to go home with clean underwear and to be able to clean your clothes throughout, I mean, we have crew on board to do that as well. But I mean, to just have that is a nice convenient perk. And then what's always expected is no hassles and no crowds. You're not going back to the ship racing and then having to wait in line after 2,000 people. That's not us. We're not the ones where you have to take out your room key every time you need to buy something on board. That's not us. You're not signing receipts every 5 seconds. And then unique and iconic destinations with us and our overnight and extended destination days. So what are extended destination days? Well, that is basically giving you 10 hours or more in port. And every single voyage, you will experience multiple extended destination days. This next slide that I'm going to show you gives you an overview of how long we really do stay in port compared to all the other brands. Now, I have some of my best friends that work at the other company, so this is not anything to go against them. This actually comes from the cruise industry themselves. There's this massive trade show we do. So these numbers come from this trade show. So as you can see, Azamara takes the lead on the most time spent in port days, our late nights, our overnights. So we are proud to say that, and we're going to continue taking ownership of those categories. Now, as I mentioned, our ships are small enough to go down the river channels, getting you into the heart of these beautiful destinations. This is one out of many different rivers that we're actually able to do this on. So usually in France, larger and other vessels have to dock all the way up in La Rochelle and then take a 2-hour bus ride or taxi ride or train, whatever transportation down to Bordeaux. We get you to Bordeaux. You are there. So by the time the other ships get to Bordeaux, you're already on your second glass of wine. So again, we let you and we give you that time in port. Now, these are our beautiful ships. We have the Journey, the Pursuit, the Quest, and the Onward. They are all sister ships. They're identical inside. Slight difference is going to be the Onward has a few more suites on board. So she's just going to have a little bit less passengers. And then one of the venues is a little bit different on the Onward as well. She's a tad different because she's our newest vessel. Now, every ship is going to have 400 crew on board. So it's about a 2-to-1 service ratio. And then we continue to make sure our ships are the best they can be. So they went through a refurbishment about 2 to 3 years ago. And they're, again, all of them going through another dry dock this year as well. Again, because we just want to make sure our vessels are operating at the best they can out there. Now, this is what I'm really excited about, to give you a sneak peek inside our vessel. So I'm going to start at the very top of our stateroom categories, which is the World Owner Suite. Now, this here was our sales conference on board. So you see all the sales team, but the World Owner Suite, there's 4 on board, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and it's a 600 square foot living space with an additional 200 square foot of a wraparound balcony for you. This, we are docked in Lisbon, so the view is gorgeous, but imagine having a view over in Japan or a view of Greece, just beautiful, beautiful views. So a huge balcony. You have a huge separate living space, a separate master bedroom and a bathroom. Now, any suite category that you choose, not just the owner suite, but any suite category, you are automatically getting $300 of onboard credit. You're getting a dedicated butler, afternoon tea served on your balcony, spa amenities, all these other different amenities that I haven't even listed do come when you get a suite with us. So that is the owner suite. The next category down is our Club Ocean. There's no video for this one because it is the exact same layout as what the owner suite is. However, this one's a tad bit smaller. The owner suite was 600 square feet of living space, and the Club Ocean is 478. So just again, a tad bit smaller, and it's still gonna have that wraparound balcony for you. Next down is our spa suite. Now this here is our most popular suite on board. There's only 2 on each vessel, but it's the most popular because one, it's a beautiful layout, and the bathroom was just remodeled, so it's gorgeous. But both spa suites have their own personal jacuzzi attached to them, so that is why it is the most popular. The second most popular is our Continent Suite. This here is a really great size entry level suite. It has tons and tons of storage space, including the closet space. And we actually have accessible rooms in this category as well. The bathrooms were also just redone, so floor to ceiling marble, and then a massive shower to go along with it. Our entry level rooms, we have the veranda with your private balcony, the ocean view, and the interior. And as you can see, the design aesthetics do stay the same. We are entry level luxury. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but Azamara's entry level luxury. So it's a really nice transition if you're used to sailing on Princess or Celebrity or even river cruises. We are that nice segue to get you into small ship cruising that takes you around the world. Here's more public spaces that you're going to see on our vessel. So we have the living room, the den, the cabaret lounge, where all of our shows and entertainment takes place. Now, every venue does have a bar and its own entertainment purposes, and the vibe and the energy is different in all of these lounges as well. Dining options, this is what I was talking about earlier, where I was shocked at how many venues we actually offered for dining. Discoveries is your main dining room, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You come as you please. There's no set time and there's no set table for you either. So you can change who you dine with any night you choose. And it's country club casual with us. There's no fancy formal evenings. If you want to wear a dress, by all means, go for it. I know I always love to wear my dresses, but it's really country club casual with us. Prime Sea and Aquilina. These are our 2 specialty restaurants on board. Now, if you get a suite, these are included. If you get one of our standard rooms, this does come at a surcharge of only $50 a person. But the Prime Sea is our steakhouse on board. Wonderful steak. And of course, your wine pairings, your Chilean sea bass, your escargot, and then your Aquilina, that is our Mediterranean-inspired restaurant. So a lot of homemade pastas and lemon soufflés and hazelnut desserts. So if you're ever cruising one of our Europe cruises or our Mediterranean ones, that restaurant is going to go perfect with that itinerary. Now, other restaurants that are included, we have our Mosaic Cafe. That is your coffee bar / your light bites throughout the day. It changes from breakfast, lunch, and dinner as well. And I can guarantee you that the barista is going to know your name by the 2nd or 3rd day. The Windows Cafe is our buffet area. You can dine inside or a beautiful outside eating area. And then the patio is our pool grill. So it's a pool grill by day, patio turning into a dining al fresco at night. And if none of those options appeal to you on one of the days, then you can do room service, and that's included as well. Put on our nice, comfy, plush robe, go onto your balcony, order room service. I probably order the hamburger twice during my cruise, and enjoy the food in the comfort of your own room. And believe it or not, our TVs actually hook up to your cell phones or your TV. So I was actually able to stream a movie on Netflix, which was really cool actually, because sometimes you just want to relax a little bit and just hide away. I know I do. I'm a mom of 2 little girls, and sometimes I just want me time. And I did a me time night when I went sailing, and I loved it. So you can also do that while you're cruising with us. This is some of our food that we have. I think always showing what we offer is really nice. And then the escargot picture in the middle, that actually came from Bob, my colleague. And he was like, I'm so sorry, I ate one of the escargots before taking a picture. So I always thought that was funny when I showed this picture, but just really great food that we offer. More places around the ship. This is what I was mentioning earlier about how the Onward has a different venue on board. So our original 3, the Pursuit, the Quest, and the Journey, they have the drawing room on board, and it has a piano player, and it's a really, really beautiful venue. But for the Onward, we wanted to make it a tad bit different, and we made it the Atlas Bar. So that has handcrafted cocktails, and they've already won awards for how amazing they are, but just the vibe and the energy up there is really great as well. So when you ever sail the Onward, I can guarantee you're spending a lot of time up in that Atlas Bar. Now, for entertainment purposes, I'm going to get into our cultural events in just a second, but we do have entertainment. We have a full-size gym, a full-size service, salon, and spa as well. So you are not going without when you come sailing with us. Now, white night. Every single voyage, we offer a white night. This is one out of the 2 events that we host. This is where everyone dresses head to toe in white. The whole upper deck is decked out in white. The captain comes, the senior officers, and they're not just standing around being captains. They're mingling with you. They're serving the food. They're dancing. They're getting involved because that's what our captain and senior officers do. They love our guests and they love what they do. But then not just that, our entertainment team comes out and they're singing and they're dancing and there's so much food you wouldn't believe. One side of the ship has like 10 different types of cuisines. The other side of the ship is chock full of desserts. And then my favorite part of this is towards the end of the event, all of the crew, because our crew comes from all over the world, the crew came out holding their country flag and each and every one of them got recognized. And I loved that, especially coming from working on ships, I understand. And they all got acknowledged and it was a beautiful celebration. The second event that we offer is going to be our As Amazing Evenings. Now this here is an included elevated tour for you to experience. It's optional, but highly recommended. So what we do is we take all of you off the ship, and whether you're in Africa, you can go walk with the giraffes and the elephants on a guided tour. If you're in Europe, you're going to go watch the symphony or the opera. Or in Spain, we're going to go take you to watch a Spanish dancing flamenco show. So amazing cultural events. The locals get involved. There's dancing, there's food, and it's just an event where you're really just diving and immersing yourself into the culture that you are sailing within. And this is exclusive with Azamara. No other brand has the rights to offer these sort of events. So that is something that we really pride ourselves on. And then the crew. I think we have some of the best crew out there. The crew loves going back to the same ships because it's like a second family to them. And they love it, and we treat them well, and they treat us well, and it's just a really happy marriage between corporate side and the shipboard side. So there is some of our amazing crew for you. And then some sample itineraries. So we are global. We go all over the world. We're mainly known for going international. A key thing is a lot of our guests like to do back-to-back cruises. So if that is you, just know that we never repeat an itinerary. So your first leg of your cruise is going to be very different from the second leg. We're just going to keep chugging along, going towards those other destinations. So if you see an itinerary, let's say the Greek Isles voyage starts tomorrow, go on it, because the next time we do that itinerary is not going to be for a very long time until we circle right back around to that region. So where we go, Mediterranean, of course we have to go to the Mediterranean, but what I really want to show you is how long that you're staying in these ports of call. This one here, 3 overnights in this voyage, and then we have 9 nights with 8 different ports and 1 overnight. So you're basically in a port every single day. Northern Europe, we go from Lisbon to Southampton, England on a 10-night with 1 overnight and 2 late nights for you. And of course, we go to Asia. And some exciting news is that come 2026, we are adding more Asia to our itineraries because it is so popular. I don't know why we haven't done it before, but it's so popular. They do get sold out very quickly. So the fact that it's selling out, of course, we're going to add more. So come 2026, we're adding more Asia. And then the Caribbean. This is where it gets really exciting, actually, because Azamara never really comes over to the States, and we are doing it this year. In November and December, we are we are having voyages. So you have November 8th, the 20th, the 25th, and the December 22nd. We're offering 2 holiday voyages, but if you are wanting to try our product and sail on our beautiful product, but you can't travel international right now, going in Miami is going to be the perfect solution for that. And these voyages as well range from 8 to about 12 to 15 days. So they are longer cruises for you, and it's going to be a wonderful experience, especially over the holidays. and Africa. Now, I spent a very long time over in Africa. I spent about a month and a half and I loved it. I would go back in a heartbeat. Those destinations over there are beautiful. But what I'm really excited to talk about, especially for Africa, is we've partnered up with Mikado Safaris. They are one of the most reputable tour operators out there. And so to give you an example, on one of our Africa intensive voyages, we have 77 tours for Mikado Safari. So you are going to have the best time while sailing over in Africa. Now, to touch more on our land experiences, again, because you are on land more than you're on our ship, we've partnered with not just Mikado Safaris, but also Perry Golf. We have a ton of golfers. And what we've done is every single year, we have a handful of voyages where we partner with Perry Golf. And so we offer 20 of the world's top 100 golf courses. Perry Golf will supply everything. I know a lot of golfers like to bring their own clubs and their own gear, and they can, and we'll store it for them on board. It doesn't have to be in their room, but Perry Golf really does take care of everything for you. One itinerary that did sell out in days is our Scotland intensive, because when is the last time you said, I just went golfing in Scotland on a cruise? You never hear that, but you will be saying that when you come and do that with us. And now I'm going to touch on our longer voyages. This is where we get into the grand voyages of 35 nights or more. This is when you start getting more amenities added in: complimentary economy class air, $1,200 shore excursions. Now, this upgraded premium beverage package, I don't like to sugarcoat anything for you. I feel that our current beverages, because that's included, the wine, the beer, the spirits, I feel like it's such a huge range. We offer so many different options that the premium beverage package is not going to be the biggest, most exciting thing. However, if you like the tippy top shelf bottles, then yes, this one would be absolutely for you there. But when you do longer voyages, you will start to get more amenities and perks, especially with our world voyages. Now, we just finished our 2024 world voyage. And so this is really the first time that I'm sharing this video, and I think I put it on here, of feedback from the guests who just got off a 155-night cruise with us. So let's see if it actually works.
This has been a fantastic trip. I've told both captains time and time again that each day just keeps getting better and better.
You know, people always talk during retirement, let's see the world. We actually want to do it. And so we signed up for the world cruise. No regrets, none at all.
We'd actually never been on Azamara before, so we kind of took a leap of faith, getting on a ship for 155 days, having never sailed with them before. But we'd heard nothing but good things about the cruise line, and it was a great itinerary, so it was an easy choice to make. And as it turns out, it was a fantastic experience. The staff, the itinerary, the ship, everything about it's been great.
We really chose it, the itinerary, because it had a lot of overnights, which was really nice, and it went to some destinations that a lot of the bigger ships couldn't get into.
I can't believe all the different venues or the variety that the crew has put together for us. Every day has been different. It's been outstanding.
We've made some wonderful friends that I think will become lifelong friends. Sharing some of the shore excursion experiences with them was fabulous. Every day is a new day, and it's just been exciting to see and watch what happens.
Many stand-up moments. The Azamara crew have always been wonderful on every cruise we've ever taken, but I think they have certainly raised the bar with this world cruise.
We enjoyed this cruise so much, we have already signed up for the 2025 cruise. Nothing compares to what Azamara is able to do for us.
The smaller ships gets into places you can't normally go. You get closer to what it is you want to see. We just love it, and we're going to be Azamara cruisers for the rest of our days.
So I loved that video because that just shows all the hard work that we do, and our guests truly do enjoy it. So focusing on just 2025 World Cruise, because 2026 offers a few different amenities. For 2025, you are getting $25,000 worth of inclusions with us. That's $4,000 onboard credit, $3,000 shore excursion credit, business class air, a hotel night before the voyage even starts, and the list just goes on and on and on. So these are everything that you're getting with us when you sign up for the 2025 World Cruise. You can also do segments as well if you don't want to spend 6 months with us, but I would spend 6 months with us if I were you. Now, to give you a quick overview, I'm just going to kind of run through these slides so you can see where we're going to be sailing for 2025 World Cruise. We have an 18-night segment going from San Diego to the French Polynesia Islands. And then we're going to have a 14-night segment from French Polynesia to Auckland, New Zealand. I love Auckland and I love the New Zealand, Australia itineraries. So this here is a 12-night over in that region. And then you're going to go from Sydney all the way to Singapore on a 22-night segment. Heading from Singapore all the way to Bangkok, Thailand there for you. Look at that, China, Vietnam, Cambodia, beautiful places that you're going to go visit. And then from Bangkok all the way over to Mumbai, India. A 18-night segment from Mumbai all the way to Athens, Greece, where you're going to be hitting Jordan and Egypt as well. A 14-night from Athens to Rome. We got to throw in some Greece and Croatia and Montenegro, beautiful destinations at a beautiful time of year as well. And then Rome to Lisbon. You're going to have some Italy, France, and Spain in there, along with Gibraltar on a 10-night segment. And also Lisbon to Southampton, England on another 10-night segment for you. So you are seeing some incredible destinations. Now, for current offers, these are always changing. So make sure that you get with Danny and his team to get on what's happening with Azamara, what's what, but we are offering our summer special here until August 21st. And that's there. You can get $1,000 airfare savings, or you can choose a little package. However, we're about to launch our little flash sale here. So again, get with Danny and get this flash sale. It's an amazing sale, saving up to $2,000 per stateroom, and you can choose an airfare savings or the package. So really great itineraries, and you can save a ton of money with this flash sale starting July 2nd to the 19th. And that does conclude it for Azamara. I hope that I was able to excite you about where we go and what we do and how we operate. And just thank you so much for allowing me to spend this time with you.
Wow, thank you, Sarah. Oh my gosh, I thought that was great. It gave just what Azamara really is, in my opinion. I love that. So thank you. And I did see a couple of crew members that I know in some of your videos. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, so that was awesome. I know you talked about all of this already, but I just want to sort of reiterate some of the highlights, the key points that I think that is so important with Azamara. Tell us again one more time what is included when you book an Azamara cruise on top of your normal cruise, port fees, and taxes.
Yeah, so what's included is the tips and gratuities. That's super, super important. So the only things that you're really buying on board is if you go to the spa or if you want to book an excursion, because we offer so many different excursions. So spa and excursions, that's not included. All the drinks, so coffees, your wine, all of that, that's all included for you. There is the option for a premium beverage package upgrade, but again, that's just the tippy top shelf liquors. Self-service laundry, that's all included. And then, yeah, the food and drinks.
Yeah, so it really does, it makes it a truly inclusive cruise experience. You don't have to worry about paying and adding the other amenities on. And I will tell you that customers that we book, they typically never upgrade the beverage package because they feel like what's there it's plenty. Right. You know, it's perfect for them. And then the other thing that I want to make sure people really understand is the number of guests that are on your ship. And you can see from this picture here, there's not that many people on the ships, right?
Right. Yeah, it's 700 people. And if the ship isn't sailing at full capacity, then there could be 400 to 500 people. And you're going to make very close friends with who's sailing on board with you. And again, there's never any lines. I mean, if there is a line, you're waiting behind one person to get coffee rather than 50 people to get coffee.
That's right. Yeah, and you talking about a ship not being full. I don't know of too many ships right now that have a lot of space. So that's a good thing
Yeah.
to remember. And then the Azamara evenings, which I think are fantastic. Are those included on every single itinerary?
Yes, they are included. So with that one there, we take the guest out into the port when the cruise is 7 days or longer. So if the cruise is less than 7 days, which is very, very rare, we probably have just a handful of maybe a 5 and 6 day cruise. With those shorter cruises, we'll bring the locals on board for the As Amazing event. But for 7 days or longer, it's outside in port and it's included as well.
So no additional cost for that.
Right.
At all. And I'll just throw a little plug here. Azamara actually did a series with, I guess that you did it with the Smithsonian Channel,
Yeah.
where you highlighted one of your cruises, and it was really great because Eric, one of the cruise directors, who I know, was the cruise director, and it was, I think they were in Bali, and they really got to highlight the Azamara evenings that they do. And that's just, so if you can go back and find that that show on the Smithsonian with Azamara, you should go back and watch it for everybody that's watching too. It's great. And then dress codes. Unlike a certain other luxury cruise line, it's very country club casual, correct?
Yeah, country club casual. I mean, for the restaurants, if you come in like flip-flops, then they will say, can you go put on some shoes? But it is country club casual, yes.
And men, do not wear tank tops to the dining rooms, please. It's not going to happen, okay? Because I've seen that happen one time on a nice luxury cruise. And then the suites, you mentioned about onboard credits.
Yes.
That is included with what suites and above?
So every suite is going to get the $300 onboard credit. So any suite category, they're all going to get the onboard credit, the dedicated butler, spa amenities. So, I mean, the owner suite will get a lot more, but as far as onboard credit does, every suite gets it.
Perfect, perfect. And of course, on a lot of the Azamara cruises, we include onboard credit for everyone, for you as well. So keep that in mind. And there's so many things that I could continue to ask about the Perry Gulf, the Grand Voyages, and with Mikado Safaris. That is an amazing company who we use separately and in conjunction with Azamara, and they do just a fantastic job. They're one of our preferred vendors as well. So
they're great.
Yeah, this was really just some great information. I cannot thank you enough for doing this.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. So, of course, reach out to us. I will either help you or I will put you in contact with one of our travel advisors that can, take care of everything from your cruise, from the airfare. If you want to do pre or post hotels, your transfers, even excursions, we can help you with that with Azamara. So keep that in mind. But for now, I'm going to say thank you again to Sarah and everybody that's joined. And thank you so much. And I hope you will reach out to us about your next Azamara cruise. So thank you. And you guys have a great day.
Thanks. Bye.